Despite being on her third marriage, Meghan continues to interfere in my life. If she does not stop, I will formally approach the royal household and expose questions surrounding her pregnancies and her dirty yacht past.
I think she was scared of coming back to this country, and quite rightly, because the people of this country don't like the fact that she's stolen our prince. And she's literally brainwashed him, blinkered him, and tied him down to his California mansion.
We're nearly out of time, but quickly, Jim, it couldn't be possible, could it, that a bloke gets sort of falls in love and...
forbid. I mean, he might fall in love and actually follow his heart. I love that you're our royal correspondent.
For years, Meghan Markle has lived under relentless public scrutiny. Every chapter of her life has been examined, reshaped, and presented as a seamless story of reinvention, from actress to duchess to global figurehead. But now, that carefully polished image is facing its most direct challenge yet. Trevor Engelson, Meghan's first husband and the man who knew her long before royalty entered the picture, has stepped into the spotlight with an interview that many describe as nothing short of explosive. Speaking to a major media outlet, Engelson did not mince words. Despite Meghan being on her third marriage, he claims she continues to interfere in his life. According to him, this interference has reached a breaking point. If it does not stop, he says he is prepared to formally approach the royal household and disclose information that could raise serious questions about her pregnancies and about what he referred to as her dirty yacht past. Those statements did more than generate headlines. They sent shockwaves through royal circles, where insiders are already quietly assessing the potential damage. This is not framed as casual gossip or tabloid noise. It is a direct challenge to the narrative Meghan has constructed, one that portrays her as a perpetual victim rather than a central player in her own controversies. Engelson's decision to speak now appears calculated. Meghan's life has been defined by reinvention, but sources close to Engelson say his patience has finally run out. He has allegedly endured years of subtle interference. Communications through intermediaries, legal pressure over shared matters, and repeated efforts to reshape their shared history in ways that benefit her public image. According to one associate, this is not about revenge. It is about drawing a line. Meghan has moved on multiple times, they say, yet she refuses to let him do the same. The timing is especially sensitive. With reports that King Charles is considering further streamlining the monarchy, any scandal that calls Meghan's credibility into question could offer a path to addressing her royal status once and for all. Removing titles is not undertaken lightly, but Engelson's claims may provide the leverage needed to revisit decisions that were once considered settled. What makes this situation particularly volatile is the way personal grievances intersect with institutional consequences. Engelson is not merely revisiting a failed marriage, he is suggesting that there are undisclosed truths capable of undermining Meghan's legitimacy within the royal framework itself. Long-rumored questions surrounding her pregnancies, previously dismissed as fringe speculation, are now being echoed by someone willing to attach his name to them. And then there is the phrase that has ignited outrage and fascination in equal measure. Her alleged dirty yacht past, a reference that conjures images sharply at odds with her cultivated humanitarian persona. Engelson claims he possesses documentation, correspondence, and witnesses prepared to substantiate his allegations. As excerpts from the interview spread rapidly across social media, reactions have been deeply divided. Supporters dismiss his remarks as bitterness, while critics see them as long-awaited confirmation. Beneath the noise, however, lies a sobering possibility. This could be the trigger that forces the royal household to act. The stakes are heightened by ongoing rumors that Meghan's marriage to Prince Harry is under strain, marked by professional divergence and separate trajectories. Engelson's stated intention to bypass traditional channels and approach the royal household directly places Buckingham Palace in a position where silence may no longer be viable. According to insiders, legal teams are already reviewing historical precedents for title removal. As one palace source reportedly put it, credible evidence would change everything. Facts, they say, eliminate the need for public maneuvering. Then comes what many are calling a revelation within the revelation. Engelson confirms long-standing rumors that Meghan's first marriage was not to him. Instead, he claims she married at the age of 19 during her college years, a brief and impulsive union that was allegedly annulled or deliberately concealed. According to Engelson, this information was shared with him during their own marriage, though it was minimized and framed as insignificant. Sources describe this early marriage as a youthful decision involving someone from her university circle, buried to protect her emerging Hollywood ambitions. While whispers of this alleged union have circulated for years, Engelson's confirmation elevates them from rumor to allegation with a named source. He claims that legal records, witness accounts, or annulment documents could eventually surface. If verified, this would fundamentally alter Meghan's public narrative, challenging the portrayal of her entering royal life as a once-married divorcee with a clean slate. More importantly, it would raise serious questions about transparency during the extensive vetting process required before marrying into the royal family. Legal experts note that undisclosed marriages could trigger reviews of sworn declarations and official filings, potentially exposing failures in background checks that were meant to safeguard the monarchy. Layered onto this are even darker rumors that Engelson hints at but does not explicitly confirm. Claims of a possible child from that early marriage, allegedly placed in care or quietly relinquished. These stories, long relegated to internet forums and tabloid speculation, gain renewed traction through Engelson's cryptic remarks. He suggests there are chapters of Meghan's past that directly contradict the maternal image she presents today. Hollywood insiders and online commentators have revived claims of a teenage pregnancy linked to an early partner, with unverified allegations that the child was absorbed into another family without formal adoption. Though mainstream outlets often dismiss such stories, their persistence and Meghan's continued silence has fueled speculation. Observers argue that if concrete evidence were ever produced, the reputational fallout would be catastrophic, transforming her public image entirely. For the monarchy, such revelations would represent a legal and moral quagmire. Undisclosed offspring, even if peripheral, could complicate lineage discussions and erode public trust. Palace sources suggest that internal reviews may already be underway, driven by mounting pressure and the seriousness of the allegations. At the core of Engelson's grievances, however, is his claim of ongoing interference. Married to Meghan from 2011 to 2013, he insists their separation never truly ended. He describes lost opportunities, strained relationships, and legal threats that he attributes to her influence. According to him, messages urging silence and control over narratives have persisted for years. The breaking point, sources say, came when a potential Hollywood project inspired by their marriage was allegedly derailed by legal action from Meghan's camp. Engelson views this not as privacy protection, but censorship. To him, it reinforces a pattern. One where she demands boundaries while refusing to respect those of others. Engelson's account also reframes their marriage itself. He portrays Meghan as intensely ambitious, always focused on the next rung of social or professional ascent. He claims conversations about high society and status predated her relationship with Harry, suggesting a long-term strategy rather than chance romance. Perhaps the most provocative element of his interview is his reference to Meghan's alleged yacht past. According to Engelson, this alludes to pre-fame associations formed during luxury yacht gatherings involving powerful figures. He implies that these events went beyond innocent networking and included compromises that clash with her current image. If exposed with evidence, photos, testimonies, or records, they could offer those seeking title removal the justification they need. Taken together, Engelson's claims aim to dismantle what he describes as a carefully edited version of Meghan's life. From her upbringing to her relationships to her royal exit, he accuses her of selective storytelling. As these allegations accumulate, palace insiders suggest the path toward title reassessment becomes increasingly clear. In the end, this is no longer just a dispute between former spouses. It is a confrontation between personal truth and institutional image. Angelson has positioned himself not as a bitter ex, but as a whistleblower willing to force accountability at the highest level. And as the Sussex camp remains silent, that silence speaks volumes, hinting at fractures, vulnerabilities, and a reckoning that may no longer be avoidable.